Welcome to my market kitchen. We are in my hometown. We're in Adelaide. We're at the Central Markets, probably my favourite market in Australia. Come on in and we'll show you what's around. Everyone has a favourite meal, and for me, this would have to be the one. Lasagna, my death row meal. The dish that I grew up on. My nonna was always the best cook in our house, and this is her way to make lasagna. The first thing we're gonna get onto is the bechamel. Now, a lot of people don't put bechamel in their lasagna, and that upsets me because I think the best part about lasagna is the cheesy, gooey bechamel that goes with it. So we're gonna heat up our stove, and we're gonna add in a really good knob of butter. Now I say knob, I mean an exorbitant amount of butter because butter makes everything way more delicious. Now I'm just gonna get a spoon and a whisk, and we're gonna let this butter gently melt, and we're gonna start by making the base of our sauce, which is a roux. So a few tablespoons of flour is gonna go into our butter, and this is gonna help to thicken our bechamel. So into our flour and butter, we're gonna put a really good pinch of salt, some ground fresh nutmeg as well. And then we're gonna stir that until the butter and the flour starts to bubble, so you know that we're cooking out the flour. And we're gonna go in with a good amount of milk. So I like to go slow at the beginning, because once you add that milk, it's gonna thicken pretty instantly. And then we begin to loosen it out with more milk until it's super, super smooth. Alrighty, so we're just gonna turn our heat down to low, let that come up to a boil and thicken, and it'll be super, super glossy. Now, I've already cheated a little bit and I've made my bolognese. So I actually made it last night for dinner because I like to make my bolognese the day before so it can sit in the fridge and then develop all the delicious flavors. So in my pot here, this is the golden sauce. This is pure gold. I think the smell coming out of it, and this is cold. I mean, when it's warm, it's even more delicious. But my base is always really simple. So onion, garlic, carrots, some celery, lots of smoky pancetta, some pork mince, and then lots and lots of tomatoes. And you can see how beautiful and thick and rich in color that sauce is. We've got some cheese, we'll get grating. Once this bechamel thickens, we can start to layer our lasagna and then put it into the oven. The best part about the lasagna is layering it and watching every single little bit come together. So we're gonna start with a little bit of sauce on the bottom, just so the pasta doesn't stick. Now we're just gonna spread out a really, really thin layer, and then our pasta sheets. So I've just got some dried lasagna sheets, which I think are just so much easier to deal with. Straight on they go. More sauce on top of the pasta, and make sure that you coat every single bit of the sheet of pasta with some sauce. Spread that all out. And then we're gonna go in with a very handy helping of this delicious bechamel. You need lots and lots of this. Yum. And then the cheese. So some Parmigiano cheese. I like my lasagna to pull apart with cheese when you cut into it. So lots of cheese on every single layer. And then again, back to the pasta. So 3 more sheets of pasta. Lots of sauce all over it. And then again, more bechamel. Yum! Cheese again. And then our final layer. Now this is where anything that's left over in the pan, put it into the tray. I think the more sauce, the better. So we're gonna get really messy here and tip all this beautiful sauce straight on top. Absolutely gorgeous. Spread that out. More bechamel again. How gorgeous does this look? And to finish it, all that cheese just over the top. Now that is decadence in itself. That is cheesy, that is gooey, it's creamy. It's a perfect lasagna. Into the oven we go, and then I can sit down with a big bottle of red wine and enjoy this. There is a reason why lasagna is one of the most famous dishes around the world. Everyone has their own version, but I think that mine is truly the best. I mean, look at this. This is gooey and oozing with flavor. The steam coming off it, that cheesy, gooey bechamel. I am in absolute heaven right now. You need to try this one at home.